What's good, YouTube? What's good, YouTube? If you've ever procrastinated before recording a video, hit that like button. So today's video, we're going to be lubricating my Glock 48. Now I'm not going to be doing a full detailed clean on this handgun. Just want to lubricate it because when I rack the slide back, I have to put in a lot more effort than I would want to. So first things first, whenever you're operating a firearm, check how I'm handling the firearm. I don't have my finger near the trigger. My index finger is on the slide. All right, what I'm going to do, going to empty this firearm, empty out the mag. You already know Terrible.Shooter carries one in the chamber. Rack that slide back so that round can exit the barrel. Rack it back a couple times just to make sure that the firearm is empty. Put the slide lock up, inspect it with my finger. There's no round in the chamber. Obviously there's no magazine. Do a little peek hole test. So we clear. So like I said, I'm not gonna be doing a full detailed clean. I just wanna lubricate this firearm because when I rack this slide back, I have to pull it back with a lot of force, and I really don't like that. I want to just be able to easily rack the slide back. So that's what I'm going to be doing today in this video. When I purchased this firearm off the individual, I don't think he ever lubricated the firearm. Very important when you do get a firearm, you want to make sure that it's lubricated. You don't want to shoot a dry firearm. That could mess up the mechanisms in the handgun or the firearm. So that's a tip for you. Breaking down this firearm is kind of weird. You gotta kind of grip it like this. Let me try to adjust my camera really quick so you guys can see. One sec. All right, that's better. All right, so when you're disassembling the Glock, it's weird. You have to grab your firearm like this, okay? The slide is slightly pulled back. You can see the barrel peeking out. That's what you want. The trigger is in its safe position. You got two notches on the side here, one there. You gotta make sure you get both notches down. So as you can see, the slide, it doesn't look lubricated at all. It looks pretty dry. So that's what I want to take care of. I want to make sure that this slide is nicely lubricated. I got some cleaning utensils here. This is going to be used for the barrel. This is also going to be used for the barrel. Got some little cleaning cloths. Got a little brass brush to clean the barrel a little bit. I have some Hoppe's number 9 gun bore cleaner. And I also have some lubricating gun oil. This is what we're going to be using to lubricate the slide. All right, all of this stuff you can get from Amazon. You do want to have a gun cleaning kit, whether you have a rifle, an AR, shotgun, or a pistol. So let's get started. I already removed the spring, taking out the barrel. And we're going to just use our nylon brush here. Just gonna brush it down some. I guess you can say I'm basically cleaning this firearm. I mean, I might as well. I'll do like a light clean, nothing too crazy, because I haven't been able to shoot this firearm as much as I've wanted to. I've only put about, I want to say 200 to 300 rounds in this handgun. So I haven't shot it much, but still, look at all that carbon on that nylon brush. That's normal. You can use gloves when you're doing this, if you're worried about getting all this solution on your hands, your fingers. The solution does have a strong scent to it, so if you want to wear a mask, be more than happy to. You don't want to breathe in all those fumes. You want to make sure you maintain your firearm. You don't want to go long periods without cleaning it and giving it the proper maintenance. It's very simple to do. You don't have to spend hours. All right, so let's see. Let's start with our mop, our barrel mop here. Just gonna flush this through a couple times. All right, gonna lightly coat my cleaning cloth. Just gonna flush this through the barrel. It's a little tough at first. Now when you do it, you want to flush it in. Flush it, pull out. You don't want to pull it back. You just want to keep flushing it through. And as you can see, all of that getting on the cleaning cloth there. So once we're done with that, we're gonna just get our little brass brush here. Do the same thing, we're just gonna flush it through. Make sure all of that carbon, whatever debris is inside the barrel, gets flushed out nice. Gonna use my mop once more. I should have used this last, but I shouldn't have used this the first go around, but it came off. Now that we're done cleaning the barrel, you get a nice cloth, just wipe it down. Another neat trick is a good tip is to have some Q-tips, so you can get into these crevices here, these hard to reach places that you can't get to otherwise with your cleaning cloth. All right, so now we can set our barrel to the side, and we can just start to wipe down our slide. Again, it's very nice to have these Q-tips because you can really get into the grooves. You know, the camera can pick that up. You can really get into the grooves of these hard to reach places that you can't get with your cleaning wipes. If you've been considering cleaning your firearm, I mean, there's really no specific step-by-step process that you have to take. You can either start with your slide, you can start with the barrel, you can start with the spring, which reminds me I have to clean the spring, but you get the idea. You just go about it how you want to go about it. It's your firearm. All right, so we got our slide clean, our barrel is clean. Now let's get our spring knocked out the way. Need some more cleaning cloths. All right, so we got our spring clean. Now we're going to apply our Hoppe number 9 lubricating gun oil. All right. Now the gun cleaning kit that I have, it came with this bottle here. So this is pretty convenient to have. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to apply this oil in the grooves of the slide here. This is where it makes contact with the lower when you're racking that slide back. And remember, like I said in the beginning of the video, I want my slide to rack back flawlessly, and I don't want to have to put too much effort into racking the slide back. So just gonna apply some in the grooves. Get our lower. It's a lot of oil, baby. Alright, so we put our barrel back in. Put our spring back together. And that's it. Now the oil is in the slide, so you want to rack it back a couple of times after you've applied it, just so that oil can really set in. So I'm gonna do this a couple of times, and I can already tell that the oil is doing what I wanted it to do. Before, it was a little hard for me to rack the slide back. Well, it wasn't hard for me to rack the slide back, but it's a lot easier. I can even rack the slide back with just my thumb and my index finger. Before, I had to really push back in order to do it. So that's all there is to it. Lubricating the Glock 48 with some light cleaning. Thanks for tuning in. Terrible Shooter, signing out. Peace.